did you decide to fight fire with fire? When my neighbor kept stealing my packages even after I'd installed security cameras, I decided to make them the neighborhood's most popular address. It started in March when my limited edition sneakers vanished from my porch, $300 gone in an instant. I was devastated. It had been the first time something like that happened to me, and I couldn't let it happen again. So I installed a Ring doorbell a week later. When the next package had gone missing, I reviewed the footage and caught my neighbor red-handed. My blood pounded against my veins as I marched over and banged on their door, holding out the video. "Never seen your package, man. Must have been someone else," he claimed, while his kid in the back ran around their house with my limited edition sneakers. The next month, my neighbor got creative. He started wearing a hoodie and medical mask and continued snatching the packages off my porch. I lost my prescription meds, my mom's Mother's Day gift, and even my work laptop. I tried to file a police report, but the officer just swiped through the footage and shrugged. "Sorry, sir, it's a civil matter. Can't really prove it's him with the mask." That only made my neighbor even bolder. He started approaching from angles the camera couldn't fully catch, used an umbrella to block the view. By July, when my wife's anniversary gift disappeared, she grabbed me by the collar and said, "Do something about this, or I will." I agreed. This guy was enjoying the game and winning, but from that moment on, I was ready to play. If he wanted my packages so badly, I'd give him exactly what he wanted. In the first week, I went shopping on eBay's occult section and ordered 3 haunted dolls for $15, an Ouija board for $12, and a cursed monkey paw for $8. A day after he stole it, I watched him approach his trash can on the street holding out a rosary and mumbling to himself while he threw everything away. My wife and I laughed and came up with more ideas. Week 2 was focused on gathering serious evidence. My wife bought 5 GPS trackers for $10 each and hid them in fake packages. Every single one went straight to his place. For the 3rd week, we went back to the fun stuff. I signed his address up for everything. Every free catalog, sample, mailing list I could find. The mailman running the route kept showing back up 4 times a day, handing out useless things like adult diaper samples, paper perfume samples, brochures, and funeral planning guides. His mailbox was exploding. We even had Mormons visiting his place daily. The look on his face when they kept persistently ringing the doorbell was priceless. Week 4 was a masterpiece. I rigged a motion-activated spider to drop from the porch ceiling, directly in front of the Ring camera for our personal entertainment. When he went to take our package, he ended up screaming so loud 3 neighbors came out to see. That was oddly enough the first package he didn't manage to take. So we set up more. We had hidden speakers playing a woman's blood-curdling scream and life-sized cardboard cutouts that popped out from behind the pillar. The way he jumped and fall off the porch stairs had us in tears. He started showing up our steps looking frantic and hyper-aware. So of course by the end of the week we combined all 3 in addition to strobe lights and fog machines. That day, he brought a friend over, both crouching and crawling and falling down at the jump scares. It was glorious. Other residents started watching from their own porch and balconies, popcorn in hand. But despite everything, the neighbor still took the package. After a month of this, I had everything I needed. I took the evidence to the police again. They still called it a civil matter but suggested small claims court. So we did. I filed the paperwork. But then I realized what a perfect opportunity this was for one last little prank. I paid a process server a little extra to put the summons in a package box and left it on the porch. My neighbor couldn't resist. I watched on camera as he shook the box and opened it. His face went white. He'd just legally served himself. That night at 3 a.m., he tried returning some packages to my porch, which was all caught on the cam. The next morning, he knocked on my door with a smile, using his son as a shield. "Hey there, neighbor. Could we talk about all this?" He tried to hand me back the now-used sneakers. I took it from his hands and smiled. "See you in court." I slammed the door shut. A few months after, the judge watched the footage of him serving himself and actually laughed. We spent the entire time going through weeks of pranks, and by the end of it, the judge was in tears. He ordered him to pay $5,000 in damages, including punitive fees, which was almost double the amount of the packages combined. Other neighbors came forward with their own missing packages. He had to pay them all back too.